All right, week 7, we got the Broncos against the Saints. So the line is on Denver to win by 2 points. So this is a difficult one because I really don't like it when a significant player is on the bench like Derek Carr is. That notwithstanding, I mean that I think that really explains that really bad loss to Tampa the other day. Uh, so with that, I'm going to take Denver, even though the model is a little bit mixed, in that is it saying that the model has been underestimating New Orleans. However, given the injury update, which is something you have to take in consideration, even though it is a home game for New Orleans, uh, it's not like I have a whole lot of faith in Denver. I really don't. But that notwithstanding, the model is saying that just by the numbers, they've got a 70% chance of winning, which is about a 6 point spread. 24-17 victory for is what's predicted for uh, Denver. A couple things that I see here is just a whole lot of reds here for New Orleans. They've been eking out some. They've eked out a couple of victories here, but just look at that whole string of losses right there. So it tells me that it's like they've got some players. They've been able to do some stuff. They've lost some close games, but I think that they're just slipping. That notwithstanding, Denver, uh, they've won some. They've looked bad in some losses. I thought that they looked bad this last week against the Chargers, but then again, they had a streak of 3 that they beat some, modest teams. So again, the Thursday night games I think can be a little bit ugly. I believe the typical play is to simply take the team that's favored. I don't really like that because once you start getting into betting um, dogmas and stuff, you find yourself getting away from the core of what you expect to have done, or based upon their statistics, the way that they've been playing. I do like to look at trends and then injuries as well. I'm not as much as sometimes home field advantage I think can make a difference if you're a West Coast team flying to the East Coast, particularly if it's a Thursday game. I think that definitely has a lot bigger of an impact to play than if you're just playing. If you're going from LA to San Francisco or vice versa, I don't think that plays as much of an impact in that case. So let's talk to some of the numbers here. So neither one of these teams are expected to put up a whole lot of passing yards per se. I think that's especially true since New Orleans doesn't have Derek Carr. So New Orleans is really going to have to start putting up some rushing. They haven't been able to do that. Meanwhile, Denver's had to rely on their rushing game. Bo Nix, I think, is coming along, but he's a rookie. It's going to take some time. So let's come over here to the right side. Certainly, New Orleans is having a hard time protecting their quarterback, so their offensive line just seems to be struggling overall. And oftentimes, when you have those sacks, you're going to see the interceptions that come with that. Looks like most teams this year, I have to say, are really doing a good job. I think a lot of teams in the NFL put focus on protecting the football and not giving up a whole lot of fumbles because that is accounted for in here. But then the other thing I'll say is they've got a rookie quarterback, but at least they're protecting him. He's throwing interceptions, but I think that anyone would expect that from most rookie quarterbacks. And then the other thing, though, is they're getting some of that explosion. That explosion is what's going to make that team. So I think for the most part that's on their running plays. We're getting some of those big running plays. So again, Thursday night football, you got some injuries at play. Always throws off the dynamics. But again, I really enjoy watching Thursday night football. I love watching the NFL. So anyhow, if you got any questions, comments, drop me a note. Thank you.